there, fellow Missouri notaries. This is Janessa West with Mobile Notary St. Louis, and I am presenting some much needed Missouri notary education. It's coming up here on Saturday, June 4th in Creve Coeur, Missouri, which is right here actually in St. Louis. And the deadline to sign up is Tuesday, May 31st, so you'll need to sign up by then. You need to go to my website to sign up, and the website address is mobileNotaryStlouis.com, and then once you're on there, you can go to More, and then you'll see Mo Notary Education. You can click on there. This is where it's going to take you. And you can see the different types of education that I will be offering on Saturday, June 4th. We start at 4 o'clock and we're going to run until 8 p.m. The first class, if you are already working with me as a notary through Mobile Notary St. Louis, or if you would like to consider taking appointments with Mobile Notary St. Louis, this is a mandatory class. But it is open for any other notaries that are interested in taking the class as well. And we'll be going over just basic things like how to fill out your journal properly, the difference between an acknowledgement and a jurat, how to give an oath, ID basics, and who is best as a witness. And the fee for that class is $25. The second class we'll be offering is an I-9 employee verification. This is needed when an employee is hired maybe remotely, or if the employee is traveling and they're not at the location where they will be taking the job, and the employer has a time window as to which they have to get this document filled out and filed. And they actually have 72 hours from the date that the employee starts work. So we as notaries are their best choice in getting this completed. And it brings in about $75 per appointment. And I'll be teaching how to properly fill out an I-9 so you can help employers avoid costly fines. If they don't have an I-9 properly filled out and filed on time, they can incur fines of tens of thousands of dollars. So having us on their side to help them get this completed in the right way for just $75 is a huge cost savings to them. Whether you work with me or not, this is a great thing to add to your tools as a notary. And actually, you don't even have to be a notary in order to offer this service. Anybody can be an authorized representative and complete an I-9 verification. You just have to know how to properly do it in order to offer this service. This class is being offered at $75, and if you're advertising and marketing for this actual service on your own for I-9 employee verification, it runs about $75 per appointment. So the cost of the class is truly only the cost of what you'll make for one appointment. Okay? And then our third and final class that we're offering is being offered by a fellow notary, a friend of mine that I have befriended. Her name is Stephanie Ford. And I met her actually through doing notary work, and she is the owner of Seal the Deal Mobile Notary Services in Atlanta, Georgia. She's going to actually be making a special trip out here to teach us all about ink fingerprinting, what it has done for her business, and she's actually going to teach us how to do it. We're going to do actual ink fingerprinting. We're going to practice on each other. And yeah, so it'll be quite fun actually. And it's a great service to add to your services as a notary. There's many reasons why people need ink fingerprinting, and adding that to your repertoire of services provides an additional way to make money. Whether you're taking appointments from me with Mobile Notary St. Louis, or you're adding this to your services for your own business, you can make anywhere. The average for ink fingerprinting is anywhere from $75 to $150 per appointment, just depending on what they actually need. So it is a great income maker to add to your service offerings. And again, we're going to learn how to do this. This is actually the process and procedure of ink fingerprinting. So Stephanie will be joining us to teach us that procedure, and we'll be actually practicing. And so that class is $100 and well worth it to add to your services. As I said, you can make anywhere from $75 to $150 for one fingerprinting job. I'm hoping that Andrew Jasper is still available. He's had some things come up. He's from Farmers Insurance. He is committed to coming in and speaking to us about E&O insurance and the different levels of it and how to really protect yourself and why you need it, and how it's really helpful to us as notaries. But he might have a conflict, and so I don't know if he'll be able to make it. But yeah, so I hope you will sign up. The deadline to sign up is Tuesday, May 31st, and the class is June 4th. So I'm really hoping that you will join us. And again, mobilenotarystlouis.com, and it's mobilenotarystlouis.com. And then once you're there, just go to the Notary Education in the drop-down menu, and you can sign up there. You'll need to pay online, and my phone number, my actual personal cell phone number, is listed there. If you have any questions or you need to reach out, feel free to do so. I'm super excited to start offering some much needed education, because it's really a disservice to the general public as well as to Missouri notaries that basic education isn't even offered here in the state of Missouri. And I am working towards changing that for all notaries throughout the state, so that we all have the same basic education and really have core values of what it is that we, so that we know what we're doing every day when we're out there in the field, or when people are coming to us for notary services. We have a base knowledge of what we can and cannot do as notaries, and that doesn't falter, because I got my education in California. We have to take 6 hours of education, and then we have to take a proctored exam, which means a in-person proctored, meaning that it's somebody's watching you. You can't bring anything to the exam. It's very stringent as to how they go through the exam, and then you have to pass, I think, by 85%, 75%, I've forgotten. It's been quite a few years, but because I had that education, it makes me feel super confident every time I go out and do a notarization. And I'll tell you, even with that education, when I first started as a notary, I was still what is a jurat and what's an acknowledgement, and still kind of had my head in the clouds and very confused. So I can only imagine coming into being a notary in Missouri, where they offer zero education and they just tell you to read their online book. and then take a quiz online that really you could probably Google all those questions. I happen to have known them because I was already a Missouri notary, or I was already a notary in California. So I knew the answers to the questions. But had I not had that previous education, I would have been baffled. And then going out there to do actual notarizations after that, woo, no thank you. It would have been not good for me and not good for anybody out that I was providing notary service to. So again, I just invite you, for your own security, to make sure that you know everything that you're doing, just the general basics, really knowing how to properly fill out your notary journal, the difference between an acknowledgement and a jurat, how to give an oath, and ID basics, and how or who best is a witness. Those are like major essentials of being a notary. And coming together on Saturday, June 4th, with other notaries that are here in the state of Missouri, and also it's open to Illinois as well, because it is not state specific. It's general knowledge that a notary should have. So coming together with other notaries and being able to talk about things that maybe have been confusing to you, or a question that you can get answered, and hearing other people's questions or confusion and getting that cleared up it's priceless. So I hope you'll join us. If at the very least, come for the $25 class for the notary basics, and maybe you will decide that you can also benefit from I-9 training and from fingerprinting. I most definitely know that you can. So I hope you'll join us for all three, and I hope to see you on Saturday, June 4th. And don't forget, you do have to sign up online. You have to pay in full by Tuesday, May 31st, and you'll have to do that on my website at mobilenotary.stlouis.com. Thanks so much. Janessa West with Mobile Notary St. Louis. Take care.